Hey boos, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little informative. You're going to get to know more about me. I am answering your questions that you guys asked me on Snapchat about college, life after college, and my whole experience in college and graduating. So if you're interested and you want to learn a little bit more, or you're about to go to college, you want to know what to look forward to and stuff to get into, you're interested in my college, then keep watching. Okay, so first thing first, I just graduated May of 2016 from the University of Maryland, Eastern Shore. I graduated Magna Cume Laude with a GPA of a 3.699. I'm so pissed. I could have had Summa Cum Laude with a 3.7, but you know, senior year, senior itis, you just kind of chill out a little bit. Okay, so I told you guys to snap me some questions and I will answer them for you. So the first question I got, it says, how was it like to be on your own in college? To be honest, guys, I remember the first day my mom dropped me off, I was so nervous. I was really nervous. But as time grew on, I kind of loved being on my own. It was like, I don't have to be in at a certain time. I don't have to eat this. Like, it kind of came onto me, and then you have your friends, and it really sets in like, bruh, I really don't have nobody looking after me. Like, if the reality really sits in, it's set in like crazy on me. I remember one time I was on my way to a party, and we had left a party. It was real late, about 3 a.m., and then we were about to go to another one. We go home, change, you know, do whatever, and we leaving back out, and it really like, girl, you ain't got nobody to tell you no. Like, you underage, stay in the house, like, what? It was none of that. So being on your own, you set your own schedule, and you go to the beat of your own drum. It's really fun. It's really not as nerve-wracking as it's made out to be, or you may think it will be. It's really not. You get used to it over like the first week, first 2 weeks. You kind of get used to it. So this question says, what was your experience like your first semester of college as a freshman? Relationship, friends, romantically. What would be your biggest advice? Okay. So there's a lot of questions in this. I'm just going to answer the first one. So my first semester there, I want to say, was probably my best semester. I met friends off the jump. Me and my roommate. It's normal for you and your roommate to click. That's all you guys know. That's all you're going to depend on the first time. So you're definitely going to click like that. Now, down the line, you may get bumps and you may see that your personality is not, you know, meshed up to be like cool. But my roommate and I clicked. You know, my first semester, my first year we clicked, and after that, it just went away. Relationship wise, this is when I was with Luke at the time, so him and I was together. I kind of hated that I went into college in a relationship, because it was kind of like, you want to experience the guys there, the life there, how it is to be single. But then it was kind of like, once I learned them dudes on campus and how they really slut these girls out and how these girls be crazy, it was like, these niggas ain't shit. Like, I really was happy that I was in a relationship, because it really was, I was not missing out on anything. And again, I wasn't promiscuous anyway, so it really was not of my benefit. Like, and I'm more so into dating and getting to know each other instead of, you know, we talking, we fucking, we really ain't, that really wasn't me anyway. So relationship wise, I was set. Friends, I gained new friends. I was never really lonely. My first semester was fun. It wasn't until second semester of freshman year where I chilled out. Now, I turned up the most my sophomore year. So the next question said, what would be your biggest advice to freshmen this upcoming year with making friends, adjusting, and schoolwork? My number one is finance. How do you manage money in college? So to answer, my biggest advice to any freshman, grades and academics was always a number one priority to me. So this is my best advice I can give to freshmen. Make grades in your schoolwork number one. I say start strong with a high GPA when you come into college, because then you'll notice as you adjust to college, you on your own, you make your own schedule, you make new friends, you making money, you spending, you hanging out, you kind of gonna slack a little bit. But if you start off your freshman year with a high GPA, let's say a 3.7 at least, you're going to, if you do slack, it's okay. You could drop down to maybe a 3.5. You'll be okay to kind of like bring it up. Now, if you start your freshman year with like a 2.8, 2.9, and you think you're trying to pull it up by junior year, it's not going to help. So my biggest advice is to make academics start off strong, come in strong. I give this to everybody, and they listen to me, and they say you're exactly right. So then they say, how did you manage money in college? So my first semester, my family was sending me money, and then that quickly died down. It really died down. Everybody was like, oh, if you need me, let me know. I'll send money, put it in your account. So the first semester it was happening, and then after that it died down. I kind of got really heavy on YouTube, and that's where my money was coming in. And my checks was only like $120 or $130, so I was trying to make it last. And I really was starting to really like depend on myself then. So I had to go groceries, I had to buy laundry, I had to buy stuff that I wanted, get school supplies. Financial aid really does help too, because you get a refund check, but don't be like me and I had a $3,000 refund check and completely blew it, and I really don't know what I spent it on. I can give more info on that if y'all want in another video, but refund checks, please spend those wisely, use those wisely, especially if it's in your name. Usually refund checks is in your parents' name, but I put myself through college, so of course it's gonna be in my name, but yeah. So manage your money. I mean, your family is going to give you money. See if you can get you a job at school or on campus. I know a lot of jobs are offered to people who have financial aid. If you drive, see if you can get a job in your area. They are always hiring with college students. I know most of my friends worked at the Subway or the McDonald's or the Popeyes or the Walmart. Like, they're hiring in the area, of course, because they know college students are there. And then try to get you an on-campus job. So the next question is, how do you keep yourself motivated with the difficult classes? So I'm the worst procrastinator. I remember I had a 25-page paper due at the end of the semester, and you had to the last day of school, period, to ever be on campus to turn that paper in, and I literally waited to 2 nights before. That night I got 10 pages done, and then the final night I got 15 pages there. I literally waited to the last minute, but I am a procrastinator when it comes to schoolwork, only because I find that I work very well under pressure, because I know I have no more time to get it done. I hate that I do that to myself, but that's normally how I work. When classes got difficult though, guys, I really had to just really take time out and make time for those classes. So I had one class where I felt like I was not going to pass. I had a D in the class, and I was like, this is a major, in one of my classes I need, and if I fail this class with a D, I have to retake it. That's going to push me back in graduating. So basically, I talked to my professor, and I was like, hey, you know I'm not that type of student. I'm really trying. What can I do? And he basically was telling me you need to pay more attention in class. It really wasn't that I was on my cell phone, but I dazed out a lot. I was really bored with the class. He was like, you really not going home and reading. You need to read. You need to really get into it. And I took that, and I noticed that once you talk to your teachers and they see you making an effort, they will completely help you. So it says, how did you manage studying and having a social life? That's a good question. To be honest, I did most of my studying and my homework off the late night. Now, I'm one who loves to sleep. I love to get my sleep. So I will come in after class over at 12, girl. I'm going to go to the cafe and eat at like 1, come back. I'm going to sleep all night till about 6 or 7. Now I'm up on Instagram. I'm up on whatever. I'm doing whatever I want to do. And now it's 12 a.m. and I'm ready to go to sleep. But I kind of have a lot of energy at in the nighttime, so that's when I did all my studying and all my homework. You kind of got to know the type of what your body is like, and you have to know the type of person you are. When it came to setting my schedule, I set my classes for early morning classes, because I knew I worked well in the morning, because by the afternoon I'm ready to crash and go to sleep, and then at night I'm up and I'm studying. So Fridays, I did not do no homework on Fridays. No, my homework is getting done on Sunday. Saturdays is my day to go throw my hands in the circle. So, you know, the weekends was just my time. I think that you should learn your schedule. Set your schedule, your class schedule up to the way that your body operates. So if you know that, then you set your schedule as to that, and you work from there. It is really easy. You can really get distracted though and fall up into the life and having fun and forget your studies, but you are not wasting your money to go turn up. Like, really, you're not. Okay, so it says, can you talk about the food, cooking, cafeteria aspect, the whole CAF, what to avoid, what was good, etc. So at Eastern Shore, when I first got there, the CAF was really, really lit. And I say that now compared to what it has turned to be. I had gained so much weight my freshman year, and it is going to happen. Because again, you have access to food. You spending money on food. Your parents not cooking you dinner every night where it's kind of limited. It's not that. You have food all around you, you hanging out. I gained so much weight my freshman year, which was going to happen. So at UMES, they had a selection. They had buffalo wings, they had pizza, they had crab legs, they had shrimp, they had everything you can imagine, ribs, they had chicken, everything. They have just changed the cast at UMES, so now it's a more healthier option. You are now, at first when you can like give yourself your own food, they actually serve you the food in proportion sizes. If you want more, you gotta go sit your plate down, come back. I completely hated it. I encourage you guys to go visit your universities and the schools that you apply to. Go visit them, go eat there, go see what the environment is like, go see what the campus life is about. Like really go see before you select a school. So the next question is, did you like the University of Maryland Eastern Shore? To be honest, I did not like that school at all. I do not like that school at all. I did not come to inspect the environment. I didn't check the cab. I didn't do none of that. I literally searched online for schools in Maryland. They had my major, which was criminal justice, and I applied and then I went there. I hated the area. It's on the Eastern Shore. You're really in the country. Like it's not nothing around it. The town is really dry. I just did not like the school. You had to travel about 15 minutes out just to go to Salisbury, where it's a tremendous amount of food places and stuff like that. Like I just didn't like the school. However, you can talk to a roommate of mine or my friends and they love the school. Like they feel like it's parties every night and it's fun. So the perspective of school is going to be completely different based on the people. I did not like the school. I did not have fun. I wish I didn't get my undergrad there, but it is what it is. I got it and I'm paying my loans back to that school. But I just didn't like it. Would I recommend it to somebody? No. But if I was sitting here with Manny, he'd be like, yeah, come to UMES because turn up. You know what I mean? So everybody thinks the school is different. You're going to have mixed feelings on it. But I personally didn't like it. So the next question is very important. It said, did you do any drugs, smoke weed, or drink liquor while in school? So no, I didn't do any drugs. Smoke weed, yes I did, probably about 2 or 3 times. Smoking is not for me at all. I just don't believe in any type of smoke in your lungs. I really don't. It's just not for me. Being high is just not for me. I don't look pretty. I want to look pretty at all times. I look like this. Like, I'm just not with it. Hey, I have friends that get high and have fun all day and you still cool. It's just not something I like doing. As far as drinking, now I did turn up. I've never been a hard liquor girl, so I'm not with the whole shots and shots. That's not me. When I am drunk though, I'm very aware. It's like I'm always in my head. Like,
me, you're drunk, so pay attention to what you're doing. Okay, you about to trip, like be careful, slow down, think about what you're doing, think about what you're saying, pay attention to who you talk to. I'm always in my head when I'm lit.
And I love that about myself because I don't completely just lose myself. So if you have your group of friends, turn up with them, guys. Like, you know, have something at your house or throw a party or something. Like, be safe in the area. Don't go all out around exploring, trying to turn up and stuff, because you may not make it home, or you know, you may end up on the internet somewhere, or anything dangerous could happen to you. So always be aware of your surroundings and everything that you do. I think that's my best advice for this video and just my whole experience thing, guys. Like, seriously, go to college, make the best out of it. If you're going to transfer your freshman year. Please do not gain too many credits in your course, your field of study, and then you go to another university and they do not take your credits, because that is going to push you back in graduating. So if you do find out at the end of your freshman year that, hey, this is not the place I want to be, I don't like it, start the transferring process. Get on it so that you didn't accumulate too many credits. And by that time you'll have at least 18. 18 is not that bad to set you back, and they'll accept some from this. So maybe you'll be pushed back a semester, but don't try to transfer when you're a sophomore pushing a junior. Like, it's just going to be a lot on you and it's a waste of money. College is really a nice place to be. You grow up a lot. You're not going to have as many friends as you started out with, but it is a growing and learning experience, and I feel like college matures so many people. College is really fun. Just be safe, be safe, be safe. Alright guys, so I really hope that I answered all your questions. I hope that this was very informative. Thank you for sending me questions via Snapchat. I'm talking too long now. I'm going to get out of here. If you have any more questions, leave them down below. I will definitely respond to them, especially for this topic. I'm NeneTanae to all my new subbies. Hey boos. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Happy school year.